So I just wanted to kind of duplicate what we did in the first class of Introduction to Excel. I've got our basic outline here. This was all just typed in basically, not this. I'll get rid of this. So what we did is we pointed a formula from here equals to here, such that we got a duplicate of the cities we want to compare down here. And what's cool about that is if I change a city name up here, it automatically changes down here. So I don't have to type those city names in both places. It's done for me. So one of the tough things we did was enter this tax rate formula. We use the VLOOKUP function, the left paren. It's asking us what value we want to look up. So that's found right here in A11. And we need a comma now to go to the next part of the VLOOKUP function. And you can see it's now asking us for the table array, which is to say, where's your data? Where do you want me to look up this value at? Well, that's over here in our City Rates tab. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to scroll to the top, get the topmost city, and then go to the very bottom and shift click on the bottommost right cell. And so now we see I've selected this whole area where we have our data at. I'm not going to go anywhere else. I'm going to type a comma right now because I'm building this formula up here in the formula bar. So I'm just going to type a comma. You see it appeared right there. And this little cheat window that lets us know what Excel is looking for next has switched and is asking us, okay, give me the column index number where your data that you want is. So what it's asking here is go down through this list. It's going to search only in the left column. It's going to go down and find the city we've requested. And we need to tell it, okay, once it's found the city, what column has the data in it that we're looking for? In this case, column 1 is the city. Column 2 is the data, the tax rate that we actually want to work with. So our column index number that we want the data from is 2. So I'm just going to hit a 2 and it should appear up here as I build this formula. Yep. And when I hit a comma, we've moved on now in Excel's little cheat window here, what it wants next, to range lookup. Now remember from class, range lookup is simply you're telling Excel if you want an exact match for what you're looking up or a close, approximate match. I rarely ever use approximate. I want Excel to return to me an exact match. So it's telling us here that if we want an exact match, we type false in this part of the function. So I'm going to come up here and click, and I'm going to type all caps false. I'm going to close this with the right paren, and we now have a completed function for doing the lookup. So when I hit enter, it should take us back to this page, where, as we saw in class, we have a not available. In other words, it tried looking for Bakersfield, but couldn't find it. In class, we figured out why. There's an asterisk on the end of Bakersfield in the data. So if we put an asterisk at the end of Bakersfield, we got our tax rate for Bakersfield. We made this percent rate look a little better by clicking on the format percent. We didn't get all the decimals here, so we went up in the format area and clicked on this, increase decimal. We'll get a couple decimals, so I'm going to click on that once and twice, and now I've got 2 decimals. All right, so that's going to be the end of this little video. I'll discuss more in the next one.